welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. I know it has been forever since I have posted a video. So I'm going to give you an update, show you what I'm working on, get this posted so that you guys will know I did not fall off the face of the earth. We've just been traveling still. We are back over in Prescott Valley at our son's house. We've been over in Cottonwood. Did a lot of visiting with people that we haven't seen in a while, so it was a really good week. How long were we gone over there? Maybe 10 days, I think. So I know it's been a couple of weeks since my last video. I did look and I was like, oh my gosh, it has been way too long. So clearly this is not the inspiration journal. What has happened is this. I am going to run out of time. I need to get a journal done for a swap for the retreat I'm going to in March, and it's February 2nd, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this done in time or not. Honestly, my goal is to have it done by the time we leave Arizona, which is going to be, well, we are leaving our sons to head back east February 20th. So it really doesn't give me a lot of time, and we have a trip planned in between where I'm not taking any of this with me. We're going on a weekend trip with our oldest son and his wife and a couple of their friends. It's going to be a really great time. I'm really looking forward to it, but there'll be no crafting that will be a part of that. So having said that, I will kind of tell you what I'm working on. All of the inspiration stuff got packed away. I have to kind of rearrange all of my craft supplies between now and the time that we leave, because we have to haul a truck hood home in the bed of our truck, and we have our electric bikes that we got for Christmas and my husband's toolbox and all my crafting things. So we really have to do kind of a major rearranging of the RV. So that means my totes are going to get unpacked and repacked for anything I think I could possibly want for the rest of the trip, for the retreat, whatever, because it's going to be like Jenga getting everything packed back in here to head back toward east. Anyway, so hopefully that's enough rambling. Actually, I just really wanted to share with you guys like kind of what's going on, because I have been super busy. And, you know, the week we were in Cottonwood, I had dinner with my stepsister and her husband one night. We had lunch with, you know, my mother-in-law multiple times, going and playing cards a couple of evenings. We went to lunch with some neighbors, then went to dinner with a coworker. I had lunch with my husband's former boss, then dinner with a former coworker. So we had a very social week. There was very little in the way of crafting time last week. So I will share with you kind of what I've managed to get done on the new project. I haven't glued or stitched or anything, so I could kind of talk you through it. And then if you wanted to work on something similar, please do. I want you guys to create. I want you to do what makes your heart happy, what speaks to you. That's part of why I put the inspiration journal away. I was kind of stuck on it. Creatively, I am stuck right now. I'm just having a really difficult time. But I think some of that is just not being able to go and just get lost in my crafting space. And I'm constantly worried about the mess that I'm making. And God love Mark, you guys. You know he's so supportive of me. And I really appreciate that. And some of it is just my own brain block. So I will start by telling you that I had two options for the swap journal. I know, take a breath, right? Run-on sentences. There truly are ends of sentences and beginnings of new sentences in what I'm saying. Okay, so, what am I saying? Swap journal. Okay, so I had two options. I could do a flip-flop journal, which would have been made out of envelope bases, which I am going to make one. I think that's what I'll work on after this. Because I'm really intrigued by the concept and I really want to try to make one. But I went with Tall Skinny for the swap journal. One of the gals talked me into steampunk. I was going to do purple, a purple theme kind of, and then with florals and such. And she's like, I really want you to do a steampunk journal. And I've really been wanting to make one. I've been hoarding this paper pad for such a thing. But don't worry, I still have the Graphic 45 paper pad that will be a steampunk also of a different nature. So, Tall Skinny. So this is 12 inches tall by about 4.5 inches wide. I may trim this down slightly to 11 inches just so that my paper inside is, you know, the full height. I haven't made that determination yet. As I'm kind of gathering and putting things in here, I will make that determination. But I do have room on the scrapbook paper, the cardstock itself, where I could take some off and not get into my image here. So, the parameters are, where do I have that written down? In my purse. I think 12 pages at a minimum. Let's see. Sorry, I had to go walk, and I'm probably shaking you because I'm walking. I apologize. Where are my parameters? Sorry. And I have to be careful because I'm chasing my family tree right now, and I've got notes in here. Okay, so 1 to 2 signatures, including at least 12 sheets total, so at least 48 pages. It must include a pull down or flip up, minimum of 6 pockets or tucks, 1 new to you element or technique. And I've got sign your journal dummy because I keep not signing my journals. I sent that Christmas swap journal that I made, and did I sign it? No. So maybe she'll bring it to the retreat and I can sign it there. I can't believe I didn't sign it, but whatever. Anyway, so those were kind of the parameters. So this is what I have so far. We'll talk about it. I'll kind of tell you where I think I'm going to go with this. I'll get this video posted. I will try to share, you know, elements of this as I'm building it. However, I don't know how much I'll film. So I appreciate your grace and your patience with me as we are doing the traveling. I am very inconsistent. I recognize that I'm inconsistent. It's certainly not effective for me to be able to grow my channel when I'm not able to put out consistent content, but I have to, you know, life is a priority with my husband, and all spending time with family while we're here is a priority, and our internet has been really spotty. So we're back at the kids' house. I should be able to upload with no issues, as I have said multiple times. Okay. Oh, I just had an idea. Wish I had some little screw heads. Like, that would be so cool to put on there. I should make a note. Maybe I'll have to go to Ace and raid some bins. Let me make a note. Where am I? Oh, this notebook was supposed to be a crafting notebook, but now I've kind of turned it into a family tree notebook and creative idea notebook, and so small screw heads on the octopus. On octopus collar. Is that a collar? We're going to call that a collar. I'll see if Mark's got anything in his stuff I can raid, or if I just need to go run to Ace and just get a few little bits. So, okay. As you see this process, you'll know that I want this to be very, so I have my, what do you call them? Gear dies somewhere in my stuff. And so I'm going to add some paper elements to kind of raise this a little bit. We'll talk about the cover in a minute. Now, if you remember, this was the Rusty experiment paper that I had dyed, so we have that in here. We went to the dentist and I got this bag, and I thought, oh, that would be kind of a cool flip out. I am on the hunt. I have gotten a couple of digitals for this. I just haven't printed them yet. I just haven't had time to sit and download everything and get them printed. I thought this envelope, I don't know if I like it here. I may move it, and since that's a flip out there, I may change this or pull it out altogether. I'm not sure. But man, do I like how that paper turned out. It's so pretty. So I will try to remember to link that video in the description below, but I think I did that in maybe September or October. So if you just go look at my videos, you'll see that the Rusty experiment, or whatever I called it, is there. So that'll be the center, and that's going to flip out. This is like a utensil bag, so this page is tall enough that I can put a really long ticket or something in there. I don't know. Okay, so these are some little mini file folders that I made and stamped, and I just think that they're so cute. So I just used my tab punch board, my We Are Memory Keepers tab punch, and punched my tabs, and I just kind of guessed. I didn't measure them. I just eyeballed it, but I think by the time I added all the stamping and inking and everything, even if they're not exactly the same size, which they're not, you can see they're not perfect, but that's okay. I don't mind. But I'm going to have these as like pockets on here, and then they'll flip down too. So I think that'll be a fun element on that page. Like I said, I haven't glued any of this. I did sit and make some ephemera the other night. So if you're in my Facebook group, you would have seen that I did post that I had made some ephemera. We were just watching a movie, and I was able to work on a little bit of pieces, but I don't even know if those are going to make it in this journal, because some of the colors work, some don't. I don't know, but I was just making ephemera. All right, so there's a little pocket there. I think I like it. And I like the texture of these holes here. I've said that anytime I've used this, I always try to save these. I enjoy that texture. So a little rusty bit. I just love how this paper turned out. A glassine bag there. And then this middle piece, I really fussed with this, and I scored it, and then I was like, oh no, I messed her up. I had been saving this. I was going to make a large journal with this paper pad, and I really wanted her to be my cover piece because I just think she's beautiful, but I think she'll be a really cool surprise with what I have planned to do to her. So like this will be sewn in here, and that'll just be like a small page, or maybe I'll glue that into a pocket, but this will pull out and be like, hello, hello. She's dreaming of her ocean, I don't know what she's doing. She looks so peaceful, though. I just love her. I just love her. Anyway, I had a story concocted in my head about her, but I'm not gonna. Okay, so I have this piece that I was gonna do as like a pocket, or a tuck, and then I glued a piece of 8x8 scrapbook paper in there for like journaling space, I think. Obviously, I didn't glue it. I'm not sure that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so that's where I am so far with my actual signature pages, and I found this little tiny envelope thing. It's so cute. I just feel like it needs to be on a corner and like put a little ticket or something in there. Okay, and then I have my cinnamon roll box that I'm going to be making with my cover. And look at that. I know that's showing. You can still see the words, and I have brayered 2 layers of black gesso on here. So the cereal box is tall enough to be my cover. I'm not cutting this or doing anything else yet until I have my pages built. And the reason is I'm pretty sure that this spine on here will end up being about right. You probably can't see that. Excuse me. But I don't know for sure. And I want to make sure that when I cut this for my cover, that I'm able to stabilize these joints. And you guys know I've used cereal boxes many different times. I love using cereal boxes. And I brayered, and I really have a lot of texture here from the gesso. Hopefully you can see that. I think that's probably coming through. And I don't have the overhead lights on at all, but the sun is shining through the front windshield. So please let me know how my lighting is, if it's better for you, or if I turn those on. But that really gives me the shadow, so trying to not. Okay, so what my plan is for this is I'm just going to pick out some colors, of the paper pad and add them to the front. I have some gears that I'm going to put on for some texture. My friend sent me a picture of a steampunk journal cover, and it's stunning, and so I'm using that for my inspiration, but I'm not going to copy that person's work. I'm just using that for my inspiration for the cover. And so that's where I am so far. I will get this video uploaded just so you guys know like what's going on, the shift in projects. I will finish the inspiration journal. I do love that, but I will work on that after this one, or whatever speaks to me. If I do the flip-flop journal or finish the inspiration journal next, I don't know. So having said that, again, I appreciate everyone's grace with my sporadic filming, and hopefully I'll be able to film some episodes this week while I work on this, while we're sitting here at the kids' house before our trip next weekend, so I can get content up for you, and then hopefully I can get this finished before we leave, so when I'm repackaging everything, I can put this away and have stuff in totes for future projects. we'll see what that looks like. So anyway, I hope everybody is doing well. Thank you so much for your continued support, your kind comments, your encouragement. I really appreciate it. I have missed you. It is really difficult when I have not filmed for a while to come back and film, and you probably don't want to just look at a black screen. Sorry. It is very difficult to come back and film and get in the flow, and I have been creatively blocked. So I'm hoping that pushing myself for the steampunk theme will help break me out of that. Like, you know, the screwhead thing come into mind when I was talking to you. So we'll just continue to move forward, and hopefully I will kind of get out of this rut that I'm in and make something great. So thank you for joining me. I will see you in the next video. Bye.